Hello, hello, hello. You are listening to WBIM FM 91.5, Bridgewater State University's Morning News with Wayne, with your host, Wayne, back at it again with another interview. Today, we have Rose with us today. Hello, Rose. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Would you like to share a little bit of your background here at BSU for those who are unaware of who you are, like your major and I guess maybe some fun moments?
Yeah, of course. I'm actually a criminal justice major. I'm a senior here. I've been at Bridgewater for the past 4 years and been truly involved with students. I've been involved with student government for the past 4 years on their executive board. I've also been involved with the ROTC program. So, right now I'm serving as their commander, and I always like to keep busy. So,
Well, that's nice. Are you ready to get into the question?
I am.
Okay. So, what is a student trustee? What organizations or campus jobs are you affiliated with?
So, a student trustee represents the student body on the board of trustees. So, highlighting a decision making, it's the highest decision making body on our university. And you can think of it like a bridge between students and the administration. The role involves bringing students' concerns, ideas, and feedback directly to the board. I'm here to advocate for changes that benefit us all on our student behalf and representing our voices a part of the major decisions of shaping our campus. I'm also affiliated with other organizations on campus that truly put me on a platform where I feel very beneficial to have this great opportunity.
Are you like a representation of like if an individual student has an idea, or is it like the students like as a whole, like all collective ideas coming together?
Usually it stems from a group of students, but depending on the specific topic, it usually engulfs the entire student body. So the Board of Trustees really represents the entire university as a whole, where I'm lucky enough to represent the student body entirely for those specific decisions that are made.
I'm trying. I like want to ask like what are like some examples of those decisions. That even later in the questions.
That's a good question. I don't think so, but I
Okay.
do get into like specific projects that I'm working on that might
Okay.
clarify things. So,
All right. So, well, I guess we'll save that for later.
perfect.
What steps did you have to take in order to get this position?
So, becoming a student trustee did take a lot of leadership experience, campus involvement, and genuine desire to improve on the student experience. So, I was already involved in leadership positions like managing projects and leading student groups within Student Government Association, which helped me build my skills and confidence for the specific role. Then I applied when the elections came out in spring and kind of just ended up here. The student body actually votes on any position within student government, and it's a really big deal, especially for the trustees, because that happens each year, and we're a full fiscal year term, and once again have very big decisions to make.
Were there sorry, another random question.
Of
Were
course.
there any classes that you had taken that might like have helped like put you in this position, like maybe classes on like what it means to be a leader or something like that?
That's a really good
Want to
question.
shout out any professors?
Wow. I would definitely say, shockingly, like every student's supposed to be taking like a communications class.
Yeah.
For some reason, I found that so helpful and
Mm.
really found it as a great foundation to lead off of. The Army ROTC program really put me in such a good position for that too, because since my freshman year, I've been leading specific groups, and yeah, really wouldn't be the same person if it wasn't for the involvements that I've had. One through that class, and then two through the experiences I've had as a student leader.
Nice, nice. So that would be like public speaking, oral interpretation, stuff like that.
Exactly.
I like those classes.
I thoroughly enjoyed our
I
comms
liked
class.
it. It was fun. People were forced to listen to me talk about things that I liked.
Exactly. Exactly.
What are your usual activities as a student trustee?
So it's funny because a lot of my work actually happens behind the scenes, which is why I feel transparency is so important. So I attend the board of trustees meetings, participate in various committee discussions, and keep in touch with the university leaders and other directors in specific areas. So I'm always listening to student feedback, whether it's through surveys, social media, or casual chats, so I can bring your concerns and ideas to the board. I'm also part of other projects here on campus that I'd be happy to talk about as well.
Could you break down like what one of these meetings would be like? Would it just be like you in front of like a board of people and you're like, "Hey, I got this stuff here and this thing. I'm reading it."
Of course, yeah, no problem. So, for these specific committees, several trustees serve on these committees, and then the cabinet members show up. So, President Clark, as well as several other VPs and specific members of administration, come to kind of give some information for the Board of Trustees. So, then we can figure out a decision on what that specific situation might look like. So, for example, we have several committees involving like student affairs, finances, operations, alumni. These are just several branches that the trustees focus in one by one with these committees. And then when the board of trustees meetings happens, that's when they're all brought together and we can kind of discuss that information as a whole.
Do you focus on like a specific, is your specialty like some specific like issue on campus?
That's a really good question. And I think the best way to answer that is that I'm involved in all the committees.
Okay.
So I sit on each and every committee providing a student outlook. So I'm really the boots on the ground that gets all the information for the specific committees and then provides that outlook to all the decision making. I do have some personal projects that I am working on to benefit the students,
Yeah.
which is, I would say, different than a regular board of trustee role. So right now, I'm actually working on an MBTA project. So you might have heard of the semester pass program
Yes.
that we have here on campus, and I'm looking to expand that a little bit more so that students have more of an opportunity for those internal lines to get those semester passes.
That's good.
Definitely. And I guess that would be just an example of kind of specific things that I'm working on, but the committees kind of have a different outlook on other specific topics for the entire university as
Are
well.
the committees also composed of BSU students?
No, so I'm the only BSU student that
Oh.
represents on the committees.
I guess that makes sense. You're the student trustee.
Exactly.
The student trustee.
Exactly. And something that might help though too is that I love inviting students to our board of trustee meetings, especially if they have an inclination for the specific topics that we're talking about.
Yeah, of course.
So usually if we're focusing on something specific and I realize that through the committees, for the board of trustee meeting, I'll probably reach out to student leaders or any student that's interested in advocating on that behalf.
Nice.
Of course.
How would a student benefit from seeing you?
So the best way I could explain this as well is that connecting with me can give you a direct line to the university decision makers. So, if you have any ideas or concerns or just want to understand more about how the university works, I'm here to help. Whether it's getting the policy changes or advocating for new resources, I can guide you on how you can get your voice heard or bringing up issues that you think should be the board's radar.
Nice, nice. Where can people find you on campus? Do you have any office hours?
That's a great question as well. So you can usually find me really anywhere on campus, whether it's the library, the student union.
I would know this. I see you like everywhere.
Exactly. I feel like I bump into everybody all at the same time, and it's always a great time. I love speaking to everybody. And you can always find me at the coffee shop at Starbucks.
Yeah, no, that's me too.
I have a poor addiction, so
Me too.
you can also find me in Bears Den on Tuesdays from 12:30 to 1:45, and Wednesdays from 11 to 12. Those are really my set office hours. I'm working on setting up more regular office hours, and hopefully by then I'll be able to get something situated. But right now, you can reach out to me on social media or through my email.
Where in is it art? Do you are your hours in RSD what like specific room?
So my office hours for the 12:30 to 1:45 and 11 to 12 are held in Bears Den. I usually like to sit in that center circle when there's some opportunities, but if you take a quick walk around, that's probably the best way to find me.
So that's your office. Bears Den's your office.
Bears Den is my office.
Okay, this is
Exactly.
my office.
I love it. Love this place.
Is there something you wish to change for your position before you graduate, retire, etc.?
Before I graduate, I'd really like to strengthen the bridge between students and the board, making it easier for students to share feedback and see more real changes. I'm also working on a project to expand the semester pass program, and I'd love to see that flourish through the university to make more accessibility for students who do take the MBTA line. So I'm hoping that the foundation that I lay for more student resources will really make an impact for people.
You know what? That's good. I think you're the first person who's like actually answered that question without me having to explain what it means. Because usually people are like, "Oh, I don't know," and I'm like, "You're not gonna have an idea. Like maybe install a hot tub somewhere. Like that's like your goal before you graduate. Install a hot tub like in the office."
Yeah, exactly.
That
I
would
would
be
love to
great.
see a hot tub though.
That would be great.
That'd be a great time.
Can we get a what is it? Kelly Gymnasium. They have the pool. Can we get a hot tub in there?
Exactly, just install one. That would be fantastic.
It's like booked out for like months on end. Like I have I
Gotta
have
like sign a sheet for it.
Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. and I can stay in it for 15 minutes
Exactly.
and I get one pina colada.
There we go. Just have a little sideshow for it. That'd be
That
great.
would be good. That'd be great. If you're listening, Fred Clark, get a hot tub, please. Please. Thank
That
you.
would be fun.
That would be great. Do you have any closing words, additional things you'd like to add or say?
What I would like to close with is if you're passionate about something on campus, don't hesitate to reach out to me. The more we work together, the better we can make our campus. So it's our university, and we have an entire role in shaping it. Whether it's you're interested in campus policies or want to help with something, I'm here to listen and make sure that your voices are heard.
All right. Well, my closing words will be make sure to get 9 hours of sleep and eat vegetables.
Yes, yes.
And I guess with that, you have been listening to WBIM FM 91.5, Bridgewater State University's Morning News with Wayne, with your host, Wayne, and my interviewee,
Rose, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And I will be seeing you all tomorrow. Goodbye.